I don't know if anyone will be able to see this, but I wanted to see if this channel would let me go live. And if it will, then I guess I could start scheduling things to go live. In which case, I was thinking of doing like a service. I think Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. Anyone can type in here, chat, whatever. You're here, you can hear me. Great. Um, so um, please give me, anyone that watches this video, please give me feedback on whether Saturday might be better or Sunday. I might do Sunday because it's traditional. Satan, right? Satan, the one with knowledge. That's Saturday, right? That's a good day to go against the devil. But Sunday is, from the sun, heaven, um, God's day. So I'm leaning towards Sunday, even though today's Saturday. I thought it'd be a good day to, get feedback from people. Um, and then I just did a can video that I put out on YouTube and on the topic of the meaning of Christ. So this will kind of be a live version of that to see if anyone shows up. I don't know if anyone will even see that I'm on YouTube on this channel. I kind of doubt it because I haven't done a live yet. And, um, the topic that I cover is the actual truth. And we all know they don't want the truth to get out. So if anyone has any questions or so on, I'm going to go over the real meaning of Christ. No one knows what the meaning of Christ is. They all say the anointed one. The anointed one of what? You see what I'm saying? Uh, if you have a teacher, it's like, oh, teacher what? Oh, I teach math. Oh, you're a math teacher. Oh, okay. See, if you're anointed to do what? Like, Queen of England. You're anointed to be the Queen of England. Oh, I get it, right? It's uh, I work at that firehouse. What are you? Oh, you're anointed. You're the one that a fireman. Like Christ is like, yeah, you're anointed to do what? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just such a cop out to say that's the name. It's like, no, that's not what Christ means at all. Like, anointed to do, you forget to fill in the blank, right? See, it's a blank name until that blank gets filled in. They don't know. Okay, so let's go over what Christ means. It all relates to that we're in a dome, right? We're in a crystal dome. Space is a hoax. The God is physical form, is the ocean above the dome. We're in a bubble. We're in a bubble in the ocean, just like the moon. The moon is a bubble in the ocean, same exact size we are. That's the old Earth, is the moon, hell, right? And the sun is heaven. That's the Earth. Earth. The next Earth is the sun becomes Earth, and then 9 planets. It's like we're in a clock, and all those crystal balls. Christ crystal. You get it? So where's the proof of what I just said? Well, it's pretty easy, You ever been to the beach? If you're in a beach or just an outdoor shower, right? What happens when you're in an outdoor shower? You can see rainbow. Oh my God, there's a rainbow out here. Oh, okay. And let's say you're in your yard and somebody's spraying water outside, there's a sprinkler, whatever. Oh, I see a rainbow, right? And what happens when you're in an indoor shower? When you're in an indoor shower, there's water, there's a light, never a rainbow, right? Never a rainbow. So now we have to keep in mind everything we're told from birth to death is a lie. Everything we're told from birth to death is a lie. Hey, Mary. Sorry about the other day. Look, you're typing now. That's great. Oh, I got two of the real ladies here. What's up? This is my first time trying to go live. So I'm glad you both saw me on here. That's great. And I'm going over what the meaning of Christ is in this video for others and so on. It'll go out. But I kind of want to consider start doing this regularly soon. Do kind of like a church service on Saturday or Sunday, probably Sunday. Any feedback is cool. um, Yeah, everybody wants to know what Mary was wondering the other day. It's like, "Or you could type now. What's on your mind now?" Me and Kelly like, "What?" So, yeah, if you get it out, Mary, good. Glad you made it, and go through it, please. So, probably a Sunday thing. I'm gonna start. What I'm doing right now is kind of finishing building Liberty Aid Academy's website. We're doing some work there. Finish getting all the information on Jesus Christ Trust.net, so I got backup, and then I'm gonna start going out on the road, outdoors, interacting with people, and start working on the camera and watching what I do and putting up like live video out there, hopefully from like what I'm doing right now, and can do you know like a public church service, and I hope that it's online and people can come by. Basically, it'll be at a public outdoor place. Kind of thinking Sunday at Siesta Key, because it's not really my hometown exactly, you know, but it's right up the road a little bit, and I go there regular anyway on Sundays, so I could go there a little early and you know do a service, and if anyone wants deliverance, you know, knock the demon out of them, because I have been ordained by God to have that ability to knock the demon out of people, and I think that that's what people need. After hearing the truth, they're like, yeah, 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 we heard all the truth. Now we need some miracles up in here. So, nobody what do you mean? Getting out of taxes wasn't a miracle enough? Getting, it's all the miracles I've done. Help your money. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go, do the other kind of miracles that is kind of like, what everybody's used to seeing, because that helps them, that helps them understand who I am, that the game's real, God is real, blah blah blah. They could see truth easier with doing that. You want to ask a question about the fairies, and my phone started acting right. That's my point. AI, right, is really AS, artificial stupidity. It's just the demons, it's the jinn over there. Just because there's an image in front of you, I'm not saying me, right? Because I prove all the time that I'm a real human, but they don't actually have proof. Like all the I type this to them all the well, I don't waste my time with it anymore, but all the so-called credit card gurus and stuff, they got all these massive view channels and blah blah blah. I'm like, you don't know anything until you actually do it. You try and get credit, it either works or it doesn't. You can't just read off a bank's thing. And the point is, why don't they have any ID? Why don't they have any proof they exist? Because they don't. They don't have a physical form. They have no proof. They don't get credit. They don't. Have, where's your car? Where do you live? Where do you? None of that stuff. Not ever. They don't have any. There's no reality to them. They're just in the ether. That's who's getting all the high views. They don't even have physical bodies. Uh, Jesus service. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go say some truth, and like, who wants to watch some truth? Who wants to get the demon out of them? Come on up here. Of course, you have to want to be forgiven. I can't just be like, because it's against the rules of the game. I can't be like, oh, there's one with a demon in them. Oh, no, they gotta want it. You see, they have to want it. Why? Because it's forgiveness of their sins. That's how you get delivered, right? That's how you get baptized and so on. That's how the demon comes out of you. Please forgive my sins. Oh, but if you're not asking for that, nothing I can do. Okay. Here we go. Mary's got it. Okay, good. I'm glad. I tried this so that I can hear Mary's thoughts. Yeah. If the fairies demons are just running their program, but they can read our minds, do they come off the program when interacting with us based on what they read in our mind? No, no, because it's not like no, okay, a script is maybe the wrong word, but they have a narrow parameters. You know what I mean? Like they can only answer certain questions. There are other questions they can't answer. They just you ask them a question, they're just and they start talking about something else. You know what I mean? I just do it to test them. Like this dude was walking by me on the beach the other day, and I know him because he bought this property where I was renting briefly, and he was bought a place, and then he bought a place next to the place he bought, and he already had a place somewhere else. I'm like, oh my God, how much money do you have? You know what I mean? And then just no, I bought some where I live, around here. Like, yeah, I bought a lot and a house next to it, and what? Stuff's so expensive here, and it's so beautiful here too. I think it really is. Um, He's like, yeah, I bought that. I'm like, oh, that's cool. He's like, well, what have you been up to? And I was like, well, I figured out the 64-year time limit, and that kind of hit me hard, and I'm working through that. He's like, oh, so where you living now? And what's it's just like skip. There's no, you know what I mean? Like, it's when I say they have a script or whatever, they have a narrow range of talking points. They that's like AI too. You can be like, "Hey Siri, are we under a dome?" And Siri be like, could you re-ask that?" You know what I mean? Like, like it's not. They can't give an answer. They can't really tell the truth if it's meaningful. That's that's why they all do this. Can't give away the game. If they give away the game, what? They've broken their rules, right? They're trying to earn their feathers and wings back and get to our position. But someone has to leave our position, right? What? You got to leave. One of the sheep has to leave the pasture here, right? The pasture, past from the past, right? Like you leave the pasture, see, sheep don't keep redoing the past over and over and over and over, right? Leave. And so, they get judged each time loop. Did you help anyone make it to the end? Because they don't have another reason to live. No one does. Nothing has a reason to exist except for to come to Christ consciousness. There's no other existence doesn't exist randomly or anything like that. It's only here for that purpose. It's not here for another purpose. So, and their purpose is to be the characters that are our opponents in the game, for our soul. That's why Bob was always playing marbles and games and stuff like that. It's a game. That's the way God sees it. So anyway, I hope that kind of answers your question. They can't give it away. You know what I mean? They're like at carnival, at a carnival, the carnies operate a, whatever, and they can be like, oh, you just throw the ring and it goes on there, and that's it. But they know how to do it. You know what I mean? They've thrown that ring a million billion times. They know exactly what they got to do to make it happen. You're not going to do it. So, and they're hive minded, which makes it really, I'm hive minded too now, just the opposite hive, right? I hear from God. I'm one with God's hive. No one stops by my house. Hey, make a video on this topic today. Guess what? It's about this Christ, and it means da 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 da. No, I just Holy Spirit, we call it, right? Like you're one with God, so you have information, but they're using the same signaling information methodology, right? They're one with the hive too, as so are you. You're one with the hive of wherever your thoughts come from. They're coming from somewhere. They're coming from one place or the other, or mixed, And the goal that Mirabelle was said, oh, I don't come into you. God doesn't come into you until the shadow is gone. All the other parts, that is all gone. The truth is in there. And I'm on home with the truth. Whoop, I'm in. Because God is, prickly, like, go for, if you don't want me there, hey, I'm cool. You don't want me there. That's what God is like. Until you want me 100%, I'm not, because that's the game. It's not fair. It doesn't serve, this whole thing doesn't serve another purpose. You follow? So God only has one purpose. Who has said no thanks, right? Sanskars mean desires. Who has ended their desires for life? Who wants no more life and just wants God? Oh, that's the one. You see? You don't want the dome anymore. You see, oh, I'm in a dome. This place sucks. I'm interacting with a bunch of fallen angels, which I'm trying to ask the truth, and they're like, oh, well, how are you today? It's like, it sucks. I'm under a dome. Well, how were you yesterday? It's like, what? You know, is there anything in there? Hey, yo, is there a human in there? No. Oh, okay. Well, that's creepy. Who do I talk to? And like, and they're running on this hive mind. They're just saying whatever. They're answering questions that aren't answers, and I'm just doing my job. What? Wait, you're a human. You're not like I don't know, like a steering wheel. A steering wheel is just doing its job. I feel good about turning a car. Wait, you're a human. You don't just do your job. But you see, they're programmed. They're on automatic. They don't have free will. They don't have anything close to it. Obviously, they don't have anything close to free will. Nothing like it, right? They're a steering wheel. Who's holding them as the steering wheel? Not them. Not them. Right? They're receiving what to do in their hive mind, and if need be, they just whoop, they're gone, right? And the devil will jump into them, and that's who you're talking to. If they screw up, oh, now this consciousness, oh wait, the voice changes and so on. So yeah, let me take over here. I'm in. I'm jumping into that character. And so they're available like that to the devil to jump in. Whoop. They're supposed to help us, not harm us. They do help us and not harm us. They do. If they do, report them. Right. Speak out loud. Hey, Jesus Christ, I need help with this one. No, out loud or not out loud doesn't matter so much because God hears and knows everything. Out loud is, and because they read our minds, you see what I'm saying? So they hear it either way. You should always be saying God's name. You should really consciously be trying to say God's name, and open up. It's like doing that is like, the old operators are like, oh, let me get your number for you, sir. Choink. It's like plugging that thing in the hole and making the connection. We only have his name, that's all we have to make the connection and hear from him. You see, Jesus Christ, and they make the connection here from it too. It's like, chunk. No, you don't come, and it's like unplugging them into your mind to know what you're thinking and stuff. It's like take his name, choop, unplug. You don't get to know my thoughts. He gets to know my thought. If he needs to tell me anything and I need to do anything, and how does that happen? One thing must occur. One thing must occur. You have to blame everything on God. You have to. You have to. Your ego must go, what the heck? This is way past what I thought I could handle. You know what I mean? Like, if you really take this in, you have to be like, no, I can't. How can I? This is, wait, what? Like it's too much. It's over the amount that can be done by someone. That's when you cry out for God's help. So helping us, these Disney characters that are just like, oh my God, I'm trapped in here with these organic automatons and human bodies. I'm losing my mind. Get me out of here. If you don't have that reaction, you don't understand reality. You don't understand, because that's what they're projecting towards you, right? That it doesn't make sense here, that God needs to come and save you. Like, that's what their information they're trying to tell you by being the Disney characters. You better call for Jesus. We're going to keep at you until you call his name, until you fully get that it's the only way out of here. They are bringing us to him by being evil, right? That's their job. And so they're forgiven because they are working for God. Of course they are. Of course the devil works for God. Of course God's highest servant. That's why Jesus and me. I'm the same. Hey, devil, you're forgiven. Hey, shook my hand, shook his hand, right? What's his name? What's his real name? He's like, say my name. I wouldn't say his real name, but I'll say it now in the video. I said Satan, right? That's the title, right? The one who knows. But his name is Adam. That's his real name. The last time I spoke to the devil, it told me it's his name. My name is Adam. That is the devil. The Adam is the devil. That character, that's the devil, is still here, still running things for God on the opposite side. Oh yeah, that's his name. introduced to me the first time I met him. Adam, very likable fellow, you know what I'm saying? Knows a little too much. Kind of 33 years old, a little too interested in ladies. Creepy. Danette. Oh, hey, Danny made it. All right. They're in the world and not of it. All right, I got Danny on here. Danny, what's up, local? What's up, local yokel? Hopefully, I'll see you tonight. The drum circle. Danny made it. That's so great. Superhero, Danny. Come on. Listen, you should be praying for this woman. I'm serious. Your prayers for her will benefit you. She's put the name of God on her house. And foreclosure's already done, and they're like, "Oh," they put a note on her door. We're charging you rent now. Oh, what? I won. I'm gonna stay here with my. So really, you'll see that. Yes, drum circle. All right, Danny, I'm stoked. But listen, seriously, I mean, you should pray for Danny because she's doing the work out there. You know, what is the work? The work is putting God's name on the bankers' houses and kicking the doors and be like, "You're out of here. Get behind me." Say, "Get behind the door. Get over there. Get behind me. I'm inside now. You're out." That's where it's going. Just what Danny's done, except for we're off to the bank-owned empty houses. I already did the information for free home courses going up on the church soon. I've already completed the work, so it's just we're going through the technology aspect of getting it onto the website. So, if you donate, that's a good donation. I have the information in there as clearly as I could get it. I really tried hard to put it in there. So, they're of the world and not in it. That's right, Danny. That's right. Danny's a smart lady. She's really with God. Kelly, they switch consciousness all the time. It is, and they switch forms too. They're whereas we're like stuck in these vessels. You know what I mean? We can't jump in and out. They do. They're smokeless fire. It says in the Quran, right? The stars, and they can take form and untake it. So, and so can we, just not immediately, right? We come in and out of our form, right? It lays down on the bed, and we go to sleep at night, and we leave it. We die, we leave it. It does. We do that, just not. We don't remember all of it. It's not all conscious. So we're doing the same thing they're doing, just not leaping into and changing form like whenever. It's just they can. We do it too. You see it in ways just sort of not exactly how they do it, but it's the same. Sorry, we're in the world, not of it. That's right. That's right. That's exactly Mirabab is what he says. Be of the world and not it. Be in the world but not of it. That's his exact quote. Yeah, that's right. Home is in heaven. Home is in heaven if you're in duality, but home is really with Jesus. Your consciousness becomes not separate from God. That's home. And whether you're in a body or not in a body, or if you're in heaven or if you're in hell, you're never separate from Him, and that's the goal. See you there. Okay. God's name on my house, heart and soul. That's Danny right there. Heels are bruised from stomping on every school. I feel you. Oh, makes so much sense. Out of yes, first fallen, first one that fell. That is serving God. That's right. I hold on to God's promise that I will not remember the hard times. Right. He's scared. If you don't love Danny, how can you not love Danny? She's doing this for everyone. Right, Danny. Oh. All right. So listen, think about thinking a Sunday deal or whatever. And I just wanted to see if I could go live, if it was gonna let me, and it does. Keeper's medicine, yes. Let me finish up with the topic of what I was doing here on Christ means ruler of the crystal spheres, in case I left something out of this. Whoops, that's not the one. I want to. Oh, I was over here. That's right. My bad. So, what I was talking about is how rainbows created. You don't see what an indoor shower, you see what an outdoor shower, because Light is passing through that crystal dome, you see? And so in a double rainbow, the bottom rainbow is the flag of, the transgender, the fallen angels. That's their flag, right? It's upside down. It's not red at the bottom. It's purple at the bottom and red at the top. It's the opposite of our chakras. It's upside down. You see, but the second rainbow is always a reflection of the bottom one, and it is always red, red to right, orangey biv, right, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Okay, orangey biv, and so that one is right side up. That's Mayor Baba's flag too. That the right side up. But why? Because it's like on a camera, right? Old camera used to look down in the viewfinder from above. There's old one, with 110 film. You look at it from above, and that's the lens is acting like the dome, right? The lens is acting like the dome, and so when light goes through it, the image it goes upside down, and you see it on the mirror. The mirror doesn't have an effect. The mirror, right? You look at it, it's like, oh, that's you're upside down, right? Okay. So what happens in now the modern camera is a single reflex. You look through the front, which the same image is coming in through a dome, hits a mirror, but it goes up, hits another mirror, and then hits a prism, right, which switches it back to right side up. So it's going through two prisms. You follow goes through a dome and then through a prism, which makes it go the other way. And that's what's happening with the first rainbow. It's coming through the dome and it's upside down. You follow? It's upside down. And so it's reflecting off the back of the raindrops, right? And it's coming back up and then it's right side up. And then we see the second one. And the second one, if you're ever under a rainbow, right? The first rainbow is here. The sun is always behind us, right? For rainbows, because this way you see rainbow. So if the sun is coming this way, the bottom rainbow is here, and the front one's always forward of it because it's being reflected forward. You follow me? It's right. It's coming through here, so it's reflected back up. To the second rainbow is always in front of the first rainbow. You can't see that easily until you get really close to a rainbow. You see, oh wait a minute, they're not on angle. That's why. That's why they're like that. You see. So anyway, Christ means ruler of the crystal spheres, right? We're in a crystal sphere. That's what rainbows prove. And with cameras and so on, that proves what's going on. And they got the upside down flag, and they're like, "We're staying." It's like, "Yes, you are." Thanks very much, Disney characters are like, "Yay, we're staying in our bodies. We're coming back again. Woohoo!" It's like, what? You actually are into this dome? It's like I have I make worst prisoner, right? Worst prisoner. Adam, best prisoner. Me, worst prisoner. You know what I mean? Like, get me out of here. I'll do anything. So, and that's what the other, the rest of the crew in here. Worst prisoners. Get me home to God, right? Uh, Never seen double rainbows until about 2017, right? No, I have when I was younger. They're pretty rare. I was at New Mexico. We got some rainbows out there in the 90s. We got some massive rainbows out there. Because we didn't have that many clouds, and so when we did get a rainbow, I once saw a rainbow that was like 7 green deep. I started count the greens. I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like, what? It was some rainbows out there really amazing. But yeah, I saw the best double rainbow out there. My good friends at the time were sitting in my car telling me they were gonna have twins, and two double rainbow full, biggest I ever came right in front of us. I was like, oh, I guess they're gonna be somebody. Anyway, so Christ means ruler of the crystal spheres. I don't want to be on here that long. I was just testing this thing. I appreciate y'all jumping on here. I got some stuff going on. You know, that I got to deal with around here. This was kind of an impromptu check. And thank you for the feedback. Thank you for being here. I'll try and schedule something next time so it'll show up on your calendar. You can be like, oh, that's what that is and stuff. But this was sort of a test one. I'm happy you made it, Danny. Happy everyone else made it. Now you all know each other up in here, right? You can get in touch with each other. These are some real people, Kelly and Danny and Mary. There's some real hard workers up in here, like real people doing some real work. And you don't meet, people like that. You three ladies are real. I'm telling you, you are. So, okay. Thanks for being here. You all have a wonderful Saturday, weekend, all that stuff. Everyone was here. Listen, Jesus Christ, watch over all of them. Okay, that's my prayer. Okay, have a wonderful day. I'll schedule some next time. Okay, glad I worked.